If you find a thermal hub area with scrapes that is adjacent to crop fields, but the field is across a road, would you assume they are only coming to that well after dark, but staging near the hub?
Um, yeah, I would, but I don't know how far they're going to stage. So that they might get to if the scrape is only 100 yards from the road, they might get to that scrape around last light. I mean, if the scrape is right in the hub, or you're right along the edge of it, they're probably going to come to the edge and kind of stage up, in my opinion. So they're not going to get too close to the road, in other words, until it's starting to get gray light, or you know.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
I think that um, a big mature buck, whether the cornfields across the road or not, they're going to stage before they go out into it. So
Mm-hmm.
um, I probably wouldn't do much different. I look for stuff across roads all the time. Dan, you do too.
Sure. Yep.
You're always paying attention to that tracks
I
or
do know.
stuff.
I do notice though they're a little bit more hesitant to cross a road.
Yeah, but in hill country, or at least around here in hill country, typically the crops are so far away from their bedding. A lot of times they can be 500 or 600 yards.
Yeah, you
Or
got to look at the road too. It might be I-94 he's talking about, or it might be a
yeah,
back
we
that's
don't really know
gravel, or it
that,
might be
but
a road that's paved but only gets a car every other day.
yeah,
Depends on the road too.
yeah, yeah, that's true. They probably do hesitate a little bit before crossing the road, or wait till dark or whatever. But I don't know if that's changing the way you hunt them. You should be close enough to bedding that you're inside of that area
You make a
probably
good
anyway.
point. I mean, really, I don't. I think I probably should have answered it the way you did, because I don't think it makes any difference to me, because I'm just getting as close as I can.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't. Regardless of the road, that's all I can do,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm
Yep.
doing that regardless of the road, because if I'm giving them an inch, it's giving them an escape.
Buck I killed in Wisconsin cross the road at night to go to crops.
Mhm. Oh, and I've had them cross the road and come in and I kill them.
Yep.
It's just not the norm. I mean,
Yep.
when we say this stuff, it's not an exact science. If it was, we'd kill deer every time we go out. But the fact of the matter is, what we're basing what we do on is percentages.
Yep.
The most of the times, if you're doing stuff based on what deer do most of the time, and you're cutting down those percentages, instead of it being 10% that you do this, it's 11 or 12. Well, you just upped your odds. And if you do this, maybe it ups your odd percentage this way, and you do that, it ups your, and pretty soon you're doing a little better than everybody else. But it's just by upping your odds a little bit on everything. But that close as you possibly can get is more important than people think.
Yep. Yep.
You think about all those big bucks that I've shot out of beds, where I know where they're bedding, and I shoot them, 75 or 100 yards from their bed, and it's literally closing time.
Yeah.
If I'm back 150, 200 yards, I'm not killing that deer, and he's going to know I was there. So it's a
Yep.
matter of a precision attack of getting to the right spot the first hunt. And regardless of that road being there, and you answered it correctly, I mean, you're going to be as close as possible.
Mm-hmm. If you want to watch another video, click right here. But don't forget to subscribe before you leave.